Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nay. If you're new, thank you so much for clicking and watching this video. Today's video is going to be all about motivation and inspiration. I'm going to be sharing with you guys 4 ways in which you can get motivated right here, right now. These are scientifically proven to work. So let's go ahead and get motivated. So the first tip that I have is to notice and become aware that motivation does not equal action. Action equals motivation. The more that you take action and the more that you actually go out there and do the things that you set your mind to, the more motivation comes with that. The more I am taking action, the more I can see that it's achievable, and the more that I feel accomplished and I have already achieved, and seeing myself progress like that creates the motivation to back up more action. So you have 2 options right now. You have either to take the action and just do it, or sit there and overthink and overanalyze the situation at hand. 2 options. Taking action takes way less time, way less stress, energy, worry than sitting there and overanalyzing if I should or shouldn't do that. We waste so much time sitting there debating whether or not we should and shouldn't do it, beating ourselves up over it for not doing it, trying to fit it in our schedule, giving yourself negative self-talk because you aren't doing the things that you're doing. It's just so irrelevant. They're honestly just excuses. We all have obstacles to overcome throughout our day, big or small, and the way that we deal with these obstacles is ultimately what defines our success. Don't let them become excuses. Overthinking is creating excuses. Just do it. If you want to go work out, put your clothes on, go to the gym, and just do something. Do anything. Even the smallest little thing that you do will ultimately get you closer to your goal. If you want to wake up earlier and you set your alarm and you sit there and keep hitting snooze over and over and over and analyzing, should I not get up? I don't know if it's worth it, blah, blah, blah. You are creating this like narrative in your head that's creating anxiety, stress, and ultimately giving you an excuse to stay in the familiar state of not waking up early instead of just simply sitting up and waking up early. Like, just get up, do it. It's so easy. It's like in the words of Shia LaBeouf, just do it. It's like jumping in a cold pool. You know those times like where we're jumping in a pool and you're like, should I jump, should I not? And you just sit there and waste your time, but ultimately you end up just jumping in the pool. Just jump in the pool because the less worry and stress and thoughts come into it, and the more motivation is created through the action that you're taking. So the second tip that I have is to create or analyze your rewards. We have intrinsic rewards and we have extrinsic rewards. Intrinsic rewards are internal rewards that we give ourselves, such as passion for the things we're doing, love for the things we're doing, curiosity, creating meaning for ourselves, creating a mastered skill, anything that brings you internally the rewards that you get from the outcome of achieving whatever you're trying to do. And then we also have extrinsic rewards, which are external rewards outside of ourselves that influence us to do certain things, whether that's rewards, money, fear of failure, fear of punishment, things that are outside of our control, but we do them for that specific purpose. Think about your goal, or think about what you want in life, whether that's work related, fitness related. Jot down 6 positive outcomes of achieving your goal. What will it bring to you? This is going to be your why. Why do you want this goal? So write that down, jot it down, press pause. I'll give you a second. Now analyze, are they intrinsic or are they extrinsic? If you have a mixture of both, I feel like that's going to be a good motivational push and drive to get you to do things. If you have more intrinsic rewards than extrinsic, try setting up a reward system, because intrinsically you're motivated to do the things, but maybe you're lacking motivation because you don't have anything extrinsically rewarding you for doing those certain things. Create external rewards. Put something on social media kind of claiming your goal. Making it public like that will hold you accountable for it because of the external influence of peer pressure. I've actually read something else that you can do that's pretty interesting. If you're going to give your friend or your parents or whatever $100 or whatever you can give them, something that means something to you, that if you would lose it, it would be kind of a harsh blow, and tell them, if I don't do X, X, and X today, you get to keep that $100. If I do, you give it back. Creating the reward system for yourself. And then if you have more extrinsic rewards rather than intrinsic rewards, sit back and analyze, is this something that I truly want? Is it bringing me any joy at all? Or am I doing it just to make my external situation for other people rather than yourself? Do you really love what you're doing? Do you find and get anything intrinsically from what you're doing? And if that's not the case, you will not get motivated. So a thing here that you could do to find out what your intrinsic rewards are is take the Myers-Briggs test. So it's a personality test. I'll leave it linked down below. It's a whole bunch of questions. I've done it before. I want to do an updated one because the last time I did it, I was in college and I feel like I'm such a different person now. But yeah, it's a personality test and it tells you the careers that you would be best at based on your personality type, different things that intrinsically bring you joy based on your personality type. It's just really, really interesting. Figures out the whys behind your behavior based on your personality. One of the number one motivators in life is happiness, and if you don't even have that intrinsically, like, I feel like you won't ever get motivated. So try taking that test and see, am I really doing what I really want to do? And maybe that's why I'm lacking motivation. So just make sure that you have a mixture of both intrinsic and extrinsic rewards. So the third tip that I have is to put your goals out in front of you to see every single day. You can set goals out, affirmations, intentions for yourself. It creates a constant reminder of your why and helps you get excited and pumped up to do the certain things. Something I used to do in high school was take my dry erase marker and I would write down my goals on my mirror. Something that I've recently been doing now that has helped me so much is a post-it note. For my videos, for example, like for YouTube, I will write down all of my current video ideas that I have to do on a post-it note, and then I'll highlight it when I'm completely done. Having that out in front of me and seeing what I've already done is just an instant motivator for me. And then I'll write down like an intention for a day or an affirmation, my main priority or my main goal to be, and when I see that every day, I know to kind of keep that in mind because I'm at my desk pretty much like 80% of the day. So seeing it out in front of me just kind of creates that little kick and push and excitement and reminds me my why of what I'm doing. Another thing that you can do is create a vision board. This is something that's huge in the law of attraction field, and that's kind of just envisioning your best life and creating a collage of pictures that get you excited and pumped. You could do that on a poster board and put it in your closet when you're getting dressed in the morning, put it on your refrigerator, whatever it is, whenever you're gonna see it the most. I personally like to put it as my background on my desktop, opening up my computer every day and seeing that perfect life that I'm striving to have motivates me so much. When it comes to vision boards, you also want to make sure that every single picture just creates an emotional reaction of just so much excitement. If you have just like random pictures and they don't create any sort of emotional connection to your initial why of why you want it, it's not really going to give you those feelings. So make sure that every single picture gives you that emotional connection to your goal. And then something else that I like to put out is affirmations. For example, I put out one recently that was like, I choose to be happy. I just want to remind myself daily that happiness is a choice, and just choose every single situation to be happy. And I wrote that down. Say I choose rather than I should. That's just something internally, like a mental game for yourself. Like if you're eating healthy foods, if you say I should be eating the broccoli, if you're like no, I choose to eat the broccoli, it puts you in control. It's just better when it comes to like your mental connection to the affirmation. And so when you see these goals throughout your life, whether that's in the car, on your mirror, on your refrigerator, on your desktop, whatever it is, seeing these out in front of you helps you believe it more, and then you'll be able to achieve it more, which is basically the concept of the law of attraction. Ask, believe, receive. So the fourth and final tip that I have for you guys is to change your mindset. This is huge when it comes to being motivated. A lot of the times when we are in a slump or feeling negative or just not feeling happy, there is no way that we can drive any sort of motivation to do anything. And that's just science. And so something that I personally have been trying to do lately is create happiness in every single situation, creating a better mood for myself if I'm feeling ever like unmotivated. You want to set the mood for your emotions, your mental state, as well as your physical state. So some ways that I create a positive mood and mindset for myself is gratitude. That is something that I've preached so many times. That is the best thing ever to get you out of like a mood. Just write 3 things that you're grateful for. And if you think about it, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever it is, your past self would have died to have the things that you have right now. They were praying for the things that you have right now. And remember, what would it be like if I didn't have the job that I had today? What would it be like if I didn't have the partner that I had today? Like at one point in your life, you didn't have the things that you had in your life today, and your past self would be like, how are you not happy with this? Like, really, I would have done anything to be where you are right now. So kind of reflect on that and be grateful for the things that are in your life right now. Another thing that you could do is find a positive YouTube video, documentary, podcast, and listen to it to help you get motivated. I really like reading, so if you are into reading or like listening to maybe an audiobook or something, that really helps me get in a better mood and really excited. Self-help books are the key motivator for me. Anytime I read like even just a page of a self-help book, it just instantly motivates me. But some people get that through, you know, TED Talks or YouTube videos, whatever it is. Find your push. Have that be your drawback when you need a little bit of motivation. Another thing that I like to do is to get outside. Sometimes I'm just stuck inside a lot because I work from home, and just getting outside and walking around and just kind of changing up the scenario. Take a walk around your building at work. Just get out of your initial like little routine, because you can get down because you haven't had a switch up of scenario yet and your mind has just become bleh. So when you do that, it will kind of just give you a breath of fresh air. Another thing that helps me get in a better mood is working out, whether that's yoga, running, strength training, whatever it is, even just taking a walk like I just said before. It helps get your endorphins running, your internal body pumping and moving, and definitely helps me feel better. I actually read a quote the other day that said like your peak mind time, like your peak time for your brain is during your workout. You can't go wrong with a workout. Something else that I've recently been doing is listening to happier music. I like all types of music, but I tend to listen to kind of slower paced music, and I think that that's okay and I can still appreciate it. But I lately have been listening to more pumped up happy music, and my mindset has been so different, and I'm able to get out of like weird feelings like so much faster just through music, like just happy music. There's so many different playlists on Spotify that I listen to. Like I listen to like happy hits, songs to sing in the shower. Like there's just so many fun upbeat playlists out there on Spotify, and that has helped me so much. I just leave the music on all day and I'm like go 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 all the time. Whereas when I was listening to like softer, sadder music, I was more slower and lazy, honestly, and just unmotivated. Another thing that has helped is laughter, whether that's being with the people that make me laugh, finding happiness and laughing in every situation, just being overall like more smiley around people, or watching funny videos on YouTube, which is why I even created Nays Days in the first place, because I've been watching a lot of like funny comedian style YouTubers, and it has helped me so much get out of a rut that I can't even be thankful enough, and I want to be able to share that energy with other people. So just watch something that makes you laugh. Go on Instagram and find like a funny like old school Vine videos and just give yourself a good laugh, because that definitely puts me in a better mood and helps me get motivated so much more. Another thing that you can do is journal. When I say journaling, you can do that emotionally, like if you're having an emotionally a hard time, or you can just do that mentally. Like if you have so many ideas running through your head and you're just kind of like you don't know where to start, you can just brain dump all of your ideas on your page and just kind of organize and plan around your thoughts. So I did that with this video. Like I had so many ideas for this video, I just like wrote them all down. It was just words on a page, and then I condensed that and organized that into certain like tips. I had like 10 tips, and then I organized that into 4 tips. Like just sitting there and organizing your thoughts feels like you're just like releasing all these mumbled thoughts in your head, and you're just like, I can breathe now, I have a starting point, I'm good to go. Like that definitely motivates me. And last but not least, but probably one of my favorites, is to change up your environment. Cleaning, organizing, even rearranging your space is huge when it comes to motivating me personally. When I have a clean environment and a clean space, and I've kind of set the tone for my environment, it helps me want to go out and do the things that I want to do, because I feel more clean, productive, and just overall more motivated. So that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you guys have any requests for future videos, leave it in the comments down below, and I will see you guys all in a future video. Bye guys.
But there's a hope that's